Once upon a midnight brimmy, while I scrolled, mad and seething, o'er a catalogue of coaly threads from Falcock's wretched lore, while I soy-quoted, nearly opping, suddenly there came a bopping, as of some chud gently knocking at my chamber door. "'Tis some Jenny," I muttered, knocking at my chamber door, only this and nothing more.
Distinctly I remember it was a coaly December, and the brimstone's final embers cast its shade upon the floor. Eagerly I craved the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from the troon circus of seething for my lost troon chord. For the gemmy radiant Zista whom I knew on the troon chord, this I miss and nothing more. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of my cum-stained curtain filled me with a feral dread ne'er felt afore, so that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some chuddy seeking entrance at my chamber door, some late frog nigger seeking entrance at my chamber door, this it is and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Chud," said I, "or Janny, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was jacking, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came knocking at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard thee." Here I flung wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there baiting, fearing, doubting, dreaming coaly dreams no tranny dared or dream afore. But the silence was unbroken, and the logs they gave no token, and the only word there spoken was a whispered word, "Troon chord." This I whispered, an echo quoted back, "Troon chord." Merely this and nothing more. Back into my chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a knocking, somewhat gemmier than afore. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the windjack, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with a swaggish sputter, in there hopped a stately Cobson from the shawty sacred lore. Not the least obeisance made ze, not a second stopped or stayed ze, but with mine of coal or gem he perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of fruit just above my chamber door, perched and gaped and nothing more. Then the soy gem beguiling my coaly fancy into smiling by the gemmy Sprofield swagger of the countenance they wore. "Though thy lines be crude and sketchy thou," I said, "art sure no frog nigger, pharaoh gemmy Cobson hopping from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's gemmy shore." Quoth the Cobson, "Nevermore." Much I dig now at this freak to hear, so I speak so gemmy, though it's answerable the brimstone of a Falcock nigger's lore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living soiteen being ever yet was blessed with seeing Cobson or his chamber door. Jackal chud upon a bust of fruit above his chamber door, with such words as, "Nevermore." But the Cobson sitting smugly on that seed-filled bust spoke only that one phrase, as if they saw in that one phrase they did outpour nothing farther than they uttered, not a word then they fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered other jacks of gem before. On the morrow they will leave me, as my gemming hopes have flown afore. Then the Cobson said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by reply so grimly spoken, "Doubtless," said I, "what they utters is they's only stock in store, caught from some coaly Falcock master from unmerciful soydors, followed faster till they's threads one burden bore, till the coal of they's hopes that Margaret burden bore, of being a woman, nevermore." But the Cobson still beguiling all my fancy into gagging, straight I wheeled a gaming chair in front of Jack and bustin' door. Then upon the velcro sinking I betook myself to linking gemmy unto gemmy, thinking what this IAST freak of lore, what this gemmy feral gapy crudely drawn freak of lore meant in gaping, "Nevermore." This I sat engaged in quoting, but no syllable expressing to the Jack whose silent grin now burned into my tranny core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the chair's lead-lit lining that the lights gloated o'er, but whose tacky neon lighting with the lights gloating o'er, they shall press, alas, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, reeking from a hidden censer, swung by Jannies whose vents tinkled on the shoddy's tufted floor. "Cob," I cried, "thy fruit hath sent thee, by these scientists they lend thee. Coal, and no nepenthe for thy seething orchard cord. Quaff, oh quaff, thy daily sproke, and forget this lost troon chord." Quoth the Cobson, "Nevermore." "Chud," said I, "thing of jacking, chud still if coal or gemmy, whether consent or whether raid toss thee to this coaly shore. Degenerate yet all undaunted in this estrogen-surrounded chamber, in this thread by fruit enchanted, tell me truly, I implore. Will I be a woman? Tell me, I implore." Quoth the Cobson, "Nevermore." "Chud," said I, "thing of jacking, chud still if coal or gemmy, by that fruit that looms above us, by that soyumvirate we adore. Tell this soul with coaly seething, if within the distant Buru I shall clasp a gemmy waifu from the wonderful troon chord, clasp a rare and radiant waifu, a soy king from the troon chord." Quoth the Cobson, "Nevermore." Be that phrase or sign of parting, jackal fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get thee back into the catalogue and the shotty's nightly shore. Leave no crew drawn line as token of that call thy soul is spoken. Leave my chamber all unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy grin from out my heart, and take thy jack from off the door. Quoth the Cobson, nevermore. And the Cobson, never roping, still is gloating on the shoddy bust of fruit just above my bunker door. And these eyes have all the seeming of a feral jack that's scheming, and the light o'er thee is streaming, throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies coldly on the floor shall be a woman, nevermore.